Hello, everybody. It's Donna Cravata, and we're back again with another Real 50 Over 50 interview. And today we have Liz Johnson, the president and principal consultant at Mountain View Marketing. She's got 45 years of experience in branding, marketing, and communications, and she's helped countless businesses nationwide grow and thrive. Her agency is known for outstanding ROI, an exceptional client experience, and a team of experts providing everything from rebranding and content creation to media training and outreach strategy. 98% of her clients come from referrals, and that says something. Liz is passionate about supporting small and medium-sized businesses, and she considers them to be the backbone of our economy. Together, between Liz and I, we bring 85 years of marketing wisdom to this conversation. So get your pens ready. This is a masterclass. Welcome, Liz.
Thank you so much, Donna. It's a pleasure to be here today, and I deeply appreciate the opportunity to chat with you.
I've been so looking forward to this too. My favorite is when marketing people come on here.
Great.
So this is very conversational. If you are listening live or on the replay, put in your comments, tag us. If it's the replay, we will come back and we'll keep the conversation going. And I really want to dig in, and I've got some questions for you. I don't usually have questions, but I've got some questions for you.
Great.
All right, let's just start with 98% of your business comes from referrals. Like, how do you
Yes,
do that? How do you
we
do
are very, very proud of that. Um, I think it's a result of several things. First of all, I don't believe in client contracts. I believe we need to earn our clients' business every day, and we do. So for 22 years, we've never had a client contract. Our clients stay with us because of the ROI we deliver and the exceptional client experience we provide. Unlike most agencies, we don't have an A team that wins our clients' work and a junior level B team that does the work. I believe that's a disservice to clients. So everyone on my team has 20 plus years of experience, and they're an award-winning expert in their field. So our clients work with the best of the best right out of the gate. And we work with clients as their collaborative partners in business growth, not as service providers. We're very honored that for 22 years, we have clients who've been with us almost since we opened our doors, and clients for whom we've branded and marketed several businesses over that 22-year period.
that must feel really good.
It's
I know I
very rewarding,
yeah.
really, it is. We're passionate about helping small to medium sized businesses grow vibrantly and sustainably.
hmm With marketing, there are so many options and so many ways to do things. And the only way that ever really works is when it's customized.
Absolutely. We are not a cookie cutter shop at all.
Yeah.
Each solution for each client is unique and individual and targeted to diffuse their pain points and challenges and help them reach or exceed their business growth goals and objectives.
Yeah. It needs to be. Any other way just doesn't work.
It
It's
doesn't.
not sustainable.
You're absolutely right. From
And
one marketing pro to another.
and there are just too many people out there that are selling a dream that doesn't exist.
Exactly.
And
Exactly.
it's just so refreshing to talk to somebody else that comes from the same place, because I think that when marketing is done right, it is, I mean, there's value to it that you just cannot put a dollar amount to.
Absolutely. Absolutely. You build the longevity of a business and you fuel their long term as well as their short term success and growth. And that's extremely rewarding to me and everyone on my team.
Yeah. And it's also personal,
It is. It is.
both for the company and for the relationship is, between the company and the agency. Like when you see somebody, I mean, I'm excited to talk to you about PR too, because I don't often get to talk to PR people on this. um, I- when you see somebody, a leader, whether it's like a small solo business owner or somebody in a bigger company, when they step in to who they are and they step into their voice and their leadership and their their knowledge, their wisdom, when they really claim that. I mean, it's such a powerful moment, and it changes them fundamentally.
It is. It really is. I think that marketing and branding, when done correctly, are amazingly empowering for a business.
Yeah.
And being part of that is an honor, in my opinion.
Yeah, and we're all moving so fast and thinking about what's next and, what's new and what else can we do, that we forget what we've already accomplished.
Well, I think it's important to, while it's great to be aware of the latest developments and we stay on the pulse of everything that's evolving, I think it's important not to be caught up in the new shiny things syndrome. Um, it's good to do the due diligence, see how effective something is, see if it's going to work for specific clients. But jumping on the bandwagon for every new shiny thing that comes along is an extreme disservice to clients.
It is, and sometimes you gotta talk them down.
Yes, you do. You do.
I've thrown life rafts into that pool of bright, shiny.
Yes, absolutely. As have we.
Oh my goodness. So, one of the other things that I read about on your website, which I also think is something that is unique, and a lot of people don't think about this, is brand and team advocacy and bringing everybody on board to the branding and the marketing and keeping that message tight across all parts of the company, and the power that there is specifically on LinkedIn for, providing the assets for your team to be able to effectively share what the company is doing.
We track the analytics of everything, Donna, and I do mean everything to give our clients a competitive edge in the marketplace. And I can tell you that effective brand advocacy can help a company grow up to 30%
Wow.
organically.
Wow.
Brand advocacy training is an incredible tool for a company to have in their toolbox.
Yeah.
Not only does it fuel business growth because everyone's answering the question, where do you work and what do you do? The
Mhm.
same way, effectively, but it also fuels morale and team spirit.
Yeah.
So, brand advocacy is just very powerful both externally and internally. We do
Yeah.
a lot of brand advocacy training for our clients.
And, as an employee, you feel part of something. You're
Absolutely.
not just, in this job for a couple of years, and, it's not like when you and I came up in this world where you get a job, you keep it for 30 years, and then you die, right? Now, I mean, people stay at a job at most 4 or 5 years, and then they move on. But if you feel part of something, that's a different experience.
It fuels morale, it fuels a sense of team spirit. It really empowers your team to be part of your company's success. That's a win win because when your company grows and succeeds, there are more promotional opportunities for your team members. The work is often more gratifying. You can expand service components, which is of interest to team members. So everyone succeeds through
Yeah,
effective brand advocacy.
and it's probably easier to be a leader in that environment as well.
It is because it's more collaborative.
Yeah, you have a better rapport, and, um, like, I know when I worked in law firms for 25 years before I started my business, and, there was such hierarchy there, like, nobody knew what anybody else was doing, and they liked it like that. Um, but, I always dreamed that there would be a way where, there would be collaboration between the groups, and there just wasn't.
Absolutely. Brand advocacy is just often an underused um, tool in business, but a truly, truly powerful one.
Now, I'd like to ask a question about that because a lot of people that listen to watch these interviews are really small micro businesses, and that could be done even if it's just like you and a part-time VA.
Absolutely. It makes a tremendous difference. The more you fuel that effective, successful brand advocacy, even for a very small team, it makes a huge difference. And companies can see the uptick in their growth as a result of it.
Yeah, yeah, I just love that's something that you do, and then another thing I'd love to check in with you on is AI. Like, what are your thoughts on AI?
Well, AI is definitely the shiny new thing. I think that AI is valuable for research, initial research, but we don't use AI for content development. That, I believe, needs to be very customized and written with a human touch.
Hmm.
And I understand that you can train AI, but I am of the belief that there are components of your outreach and your marketing that need to be done by a seasoned professional. There are a lot of nuances that AI is not aware of.
No, no,
So I think it
I
has a
agree.
role. It is most definitely, in my book, not the be all end all.
Yeah, I agree 100%. I use it a lot for research. I use it for um, repurposing and pulling things together, but I'm still in the writing mode, but
Yes,
like if I like take like 10 blog posts and like have it do something else with it and create a new structure out of it, but I'm still in there writing it. And
it's
I
important,
don't
I think.
understand. Yeah, I don't understand how um, one of the things that really brings up red flags for me is the custom GPTs and people selling this as a service, and they're not software developers, and they're making assumptions on the back end of what the end user will need, and who knows what they're going to need.
Absolutely. I'm a big believer, as are you, and we've chatted about this before, Donna, about the need and the value for true customization.
Yeah, yeah,
And I think that that comes from skilled, experienced, trusted experts in the field.
yeah, and
Um,
and and really understanding your audience. I think one of the disservices with AI is you leave out that process of doing audience research, audience development, the listening part. I mean, you could use it for, fast tracking some things in the research realm, but you really need to get in there and listen.
Absolutely.
Otherwise, like you lose the cadence, you lose the feel of a conversation. And I mean, just by listening to a podcast episode, you can get so much information.
You can. And you need to really invest in learning all you can about your ideal target markets, both your primary target market and your secondary target
Yeah.
market. And we recommend clients have both because markets peak and ebb on different cycles. So it's important to have both.
Well,
But the
say
more
a little bit about that, the primary and secondary target markets.
Okay. Your primary target market is the target market where you see the majority of your business, where you can best serve your ideal clients, where your services are most valued and well received. Your secondary target market is a complementary yet different target market. And it's important to not neglect that. So often we see businesses who focus only on a primary target market. There are lost opportunity costs when you do that. You
Mhm.
really need a primary target market and a complementary yet different secondary target market.
Okay, and now in the secondary market, is that still clients or are those
Yes,
different
yes,
types?
but in
Okay,
a different realm,
okay,
in a
okay.
different realm.
All right. So I'm gonna throw another angle in here.
Okay, great.
It's not always about clients.
No, it isn't. It isn't. It's about serving the community
Yeah,
and from that become clients.
Yes,
So
absolutely.
that's the lens through which you look at it.
Yeah.
How can you best serve? How can you best diffuse pain points and challenges in the marketplace? How
Yep.
can you best fuel businesses reaching their growth goals and objectives?
Yeah. And we'll call it the third market. That could be anything. I mean, this could be the vendors that you use, the tools that you use, the media, podcast hosts, anybody who's serving that same market that can hear you and learn about you and you understand them, you understand what they're doing as well. But it could be such a complementary relationship.
As you know, because we've chatted before, I'm a huge proponent of collaboration.
Yeah.
I think collaboration is critical in today's marketplace. So, if you can find ways to bring value to collaborative partners, referral partners, centers of influence, as well as to prospective clients and existing clients and colleagues, it's very important, I think, to do so.
Yeah. It's just all goodwill that you put out into the world that comes
It
back
is.
to you in ways that you never expected.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Do
It's
you
it's fantastic.
Do you have a story to share about that? Like maybe something that happened just because of the way that you show up in the world that you never expected to happen? I love these stories.
Well, I'm very passionate about several causes. And one is cat rescue. I have 3 rescue kitties of my own. And Mountain View Marketing has donated $90,000 of our services to a small, private, cage free, no kill cat shelter.
Wow. Wow, I love that.
And so I'm very passionate about that. I'm also very passionate about empowering women in business because when I started my career in the corporate world 45 years ago, the glass ceiling was thick and tough
Yeah,
to
and
penetrate.
and far away.
Yes. And so I'm a big believer in empowering women who are coming along through their career path today through networking, through education, through connections. And I think when you donate your services to things you're passionate about, it's very rewarding, but often it also leads to new clients
Yeah,
who have connected with you in that volunteer or donating realm. They see what you can do for the organization or for women in the career path, and then they reach out to you. So that's, again, as you shared, Donna, what you put out into the world comes back to you.
yeah, yeah, and I love that you do kitty rescue.
Oh, I'm passionate about cat rescue. I really am. My 3 kitties are my family.
Yeah, if it was 4 o'clock, my cat would be here, but she's sleeping. She's
I
busy.
have 2 that are down here with me. You may see them before the end of our chat today.
Yeah, mine comes up when she's hungry, otherwise she can't be bothered. Um, so you've been doing this for so long. What do you want people to know about marketing?
Well, I think it's really important whether you have a startup or an existing business. It's absolutely critical to have a successful brand. What is a successful brand? It's 3 things. It's engaging, effective, and consistent, consistent, consistent. There are a lot of companies out there who could be doing much better if they had a more successful brand. That's really the foundation of your business growth. And I think so often with businesses, when they've been in business a long time, their brand really doesn't reflect who they've become over
Yeah,
the years. We always recommend you do a brand checkup at least once a year and really take a close, long look at all of the components of your brand and see if, in fact, it is still successful for your business, which is critical.
yeah,
Because when you have a successful brand that's strategically, scientifically, and creatively developed, it fuels your business growth. We've actually helped clients grow 300% in 18 months through rebranding.
Yep. And what's the biggest misconception about branding?
If I build it, they will come. That works very well in the movies and Field of Dreams, but it does not work well in business. You build and leverage a brand through multiple touch points in the marketplace. That's the key to success. But I'm always amazed by business owners who think, well, we're out there now. Where is everyone?
Well, and people will invest in things that they don't need before they'll invest in a brand because they don't know what it is. I think that the two things that people misunderstand the most are branding and PR.
I would agree. I would agree. And
And they're
not
the two most valuable things you could do.
yes, absolutely. If you don't have a successful brand, one that's engaging, effective, and consistent, and you don't use newsworthy outreach like public relations and content marketing, you're holding your business back from what you can accomplish.
Yeah. And as with PR, I mean, that's like the gift that keeps on giving. Because
Absolutely.
I mean, when people are all, figuring out how they're gonna win the SEO AI game, it's PR.
Because PR fuels top of mind awareness.
Yeah.
It's a great channel for sharing awards, new members of your team, new services, collaborations. It keeps you in the forefront of the marketplace
Yeah.
in a newsworthy, not a promotional way.
Yeah, and those platforms are always at the forefront of the search engines.
Absolutely. It's
So,
a
it's
public
just yeah,
relations is critical. You're absolutely right, Donna.
and so many small businesses don't even consider it, or they're
No,
afraid of it, or, they just feel like, "Oh, that's not for me," or they think it's free advertising, and that's the thing that drives me really crazy.
oh no, it has to be newsworthy. Just
Yeah,
like content marketing is newsworthy. Businesses can grow actually up to 38% through content marketing.
yeah.
That's another powerful, underused, but very effective tool for outreach and business growth.
And the thing is now with AI, if you have good foundational content, you can make the most out of it with AI. You can turn it into other things.
You really can penetrate your ideal target market effectively
Yeah,
through newsworthy outreach, which is public relations, as you shared,
yeah,
and content marketing. When you combine newsworthy outreach with promotional outreach, delivers a 1-2 outreach punch. And the
absolutely.
ROI is significantly higher.
It is. And it also is exciting. So that now ties back to the brand advocacy within the organization, whether that's like, one person in a VA or teams. They're excited. They see the place where they're working in the news.
Yes. Yes. It really is so critical. And I'm amazed at how many people really overlook it, Donna.
Yeah, one of my favorite things to do is to teach people how to do this for themselves, or bring it in-house. I'm working with a client now who I'm like training their team and building the infrastructure so they could do this in-house, and it's been incredible. I
Oh,
love
it's
to do
life
this.
changing what you're doing for them, Donna. Really, that's amazing and fantastic for your
Yeah,
client.
I love to do this, and for like really small solo business owners to be able to help them learn how to leverage PR and how to really build relationships with journalists and how to think through it as strategic relationship building instead of pitching something is it's some of the most rewarding work I've ever done.
Good for you. Well, your clients are very fortunate to work with you.
I hope they think so.
I'm sure they do. I'm sure they do.
So now tell me, what is your favorite thing like that you do, either at work or personally? Just let's learn more about Liz.
Well, I have always loved horses. I have ridden since I was 6, and I'm 68, so a long time. I had my own horses for more than 25 years. The last couple of years, I've had a lot of knee issues, so I haven't been able to ride. But my true passion is trail riding. You could offer me $1 billion to never ride again, and you could keep your money. It's fantastic. Since I have not been able to ride the last couple of years, though, I play drums.
Oh, fun.
I have a full drum kit in my office. I play classic rock, everything from 1968 up through about 73.
My son needs a drummer for his band. Are you
I
available?
don't think I could carve out the time, and I'm not incredibly talented. I'm not giving up my day job, Donna. I just have a lot of fun channeling my inner rock star.
I love that. That's amazing. That's amazing. Um, I'm going to tell you a little thing about New York that you probably don't know that you'll appreciate. I live about an hour north of the city,
Mm.
and my I live adjacent to a town called Bedford. And in Bedford, there are um, uh, it's a whole association of horse trails.
Oh,
It's about
wow.
100 miles, I think it is, or it's 30 miles. I can't remember the exact number. It's a lot of miles of horse trails that are woven in between properties. And some of these properties, like this is where like celebrities live and hedge fund owners live, like all these like very, very wealthy people. Um, but you routinely see people on horses. We have streets with no paving because it's better for the horses. There's
Okay,
the speed bumps and no paving.
I can
um,
I
but
can believe it.
there's an entire horse community up here. Like lots of people have horses. There was one woman that when my son was in elementary school, his elementary school was on the horse trails, and she would come with her whole like tally ho get up on and pick him up from kindergarten, reach down, like pick him up, throw him on the back of the horse, and just keep going.
Good for her. Good for her.
And
That's
then
great.
Martha Stewart lives not far from me, and once a year she rides through these back roads on her horse. It's about 25 miles, and like, having to like navigate around parkways and everything. And she goes to Stone Barns, which is a big um, um, agricultural facility where they have like, one of the like most expensive restaurants in the country, and they do all of this agricultural research there. But she judges a pie eating contest.
Oh, what
And
fun.
she rides there by horse every year, which like if you knew the terrain, like how would she possibly do this? She's got to pass like three different places where multiple parkways converge.
Oh,
But
there's
people
nothing
don't
like
know this
trail
about New
riding.
York.
It's a blessing. I was very fortunate to live in a horse community, and I could ride up my driveway, hop on the trails, and ride for 33 miles.
Yeah, that's what
And
this is like.
it was a blessing and a gift. And I hope to get back on one day. If I can get my knees squared away, I'll be there.
Well, I hope you do too. And if you ever come to New York, I will take you to the horse farms.
Oh, I'd love to. You're on.
Yeah, I'm surrounded by them. It's really, I mean, like when I first came up here, I was shocked, but and then I love to share that story because nobody ever knows that this is like an hour outside of the city.
That's fantastic. Wow.
It's like a whole other world up here. All right, so we are just at 30 minutes. I like to wind up these interviews with a wisdom bomb. So, I mean, you've dropped a lot, but something small and actionable that people can take with them and make a difference in their day.
94% of all clients are loyal to a business that is transparent and authentic. So it's very, very important that you are transparent and authentic with all of the aspects of your business.
And that's something that will never change.
No, no. It won't. And 43% of all clients spend more money on brands that they're loyal to. So you want to cultivate that loyalty through transparency and authenticity.
That is very good advice. And regardless of the size of your business or what you do, that can apply.
It does. It does. Regardless of if you're a solopreneur or you're a multinational corporation,
Yeah,
that rings true.
that's really good advice. Thank you. So everybody go check out Liz. She's on the Real 50 Over 50 webpage, and her website is mountainviewmarketingllc.com. She is also active on LinkedIn, so you can connect with her there. And it's been an absolute pleasure.
Oh, Donna, I've thoroughly enjoyed it. Thank you again so very much for having me. I'm honored to be here.
Thank you. I'm honored to introduce you to others.
Thank you.
Have a great Wednesday, everybody. And I'll be back on Friday with the 150th woman. And every Wednesday at noon in Eastern, we're here. So come on and watch these interviews because they're really good stuff. And thanks again, Liz.
Thank you.